Hello, this is session 2 of the Grey Book from Set 7, Story 6, Wailing, Winnie's Car Boot Sale. This is the second session for reading based on this book, and this video should be watched and worked with after the phonics session that your class teacher has set you using the read writing videos that day. We're going to move on today and we're going to go straight into our green words. We had a go at these yesterday. We had a think about our routine of special friends, Fred talk, read the word. As we read these words more often, we want to build up our fluency, our recognition of what the words say. This means that we move towards Fred in our head. And Fred in our head can be quite slow at the beginning, but it will get faster with practice. Fred in your head is like this. You look at the word and in your head you recognise the special friends. You may need to Fred talk the word and then read the word. So Fred in your head would simply be to point at the word, go through the stages in your head and then read the word out loud. Let's have a go at reading these using Fred in our head. So that will mean I point at the word and I will give you quite a long gap to go through the stages before reading the word out loud. Off we go. Spain. Sail. Crate. Slime. Pail. Drain. Chain. Faint. Well done. Let's do that line again and let's see if we can build the speed of your Fred in your head. Here we go. Spain. Sail. Crate. Slime. Pail. Train. Chain. Faint. Did you get them faster? Well done. Fred in your head improves each time you practice. That's why the repeated practice is so important. Let's have a go with these longer words. Again, the first read I will give you longer as you may be using Fred in your head. Bargain. Fingernails. Trainers. Pea-brain. Were any of those tricky? Did you remember to break the words down using the syllables? Good work. Right, let's have a go at repeating those words, reading them this time a little more quickly. Here we go. Bargain. Fingernails. Trainers. Pea-brain. Great work. Now we're moving into this last section for our story green words. This section contains words that are then made longer. Here is the root. Here is the suffix to make the word longer. We use the same process. Fred in your head. And, I beg your pardon. Special friends, Fred in your head, and then read the word. Again, we will read these set of words through twice. And the first time I will give you slightly longer. The second time it will be a little bit quicker. So let's begin here. Exclaim, exclaimed. Straighten, straightening. Peer, peered. Well done. Next line. Contain, containing. Complain, complained. Rev, revving. Let's make sure we can see this on the screen. Nail, nailed. Trail, trailed. Raise, raised. Demonstrate, demonstrating. Ghost, ghostly. Okay, Well done. Now let's build up our speed. I will give you less time in which to say the word. Exclaim, exclaimed. Straighten, straightening. Peer, peered. Contain, containing. Complain, complained. Rev, revving. Nail, nailed. Trail, trailed. Raise, raised. Demonstrate, demonstrating. Ghost, ghostly. If you couldn't do those at quite the speed yet, please just keep on a practice. It may be easier to practice in time with a partner at your home. If not, rewind and repeat that part of the video. You will get quicker the more you practice. Now it's time for us to move on to the red words. These can be found on page 8. Red words, let's make sure we can see them all on the screen. Red words are words that may not sound out easily, and therefore we need to have a really good think about what makes them different. The red words in this story include some that we know well already. However, there are some that are quite new to us. You will see words repeat several times, so don't be surprised if a word is on the grid more than one time. That's what should be expected. Okay, I'm going to start by reading the words to you. For the purposes of the video, I'm following the order of the grid. If you are working in partners at home, it may be easier to do the words, as we call it in school, out of order. The video focus in this isn't great, so I'm not going to risk it during this video until I get better at them. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to point and read the word, and you repeat after me. Bye. Crikey, that is tricky, isn't it? Those letters there, they don't look like they say bye, so have a good look and remember that those letters make the bye sound. Here we go, bye. Bought. Now, again, those words, that string of letters, that's hard. But you can do it, you can remember. Bought. Do. Some. To. Of. Said. You. Bought. Some. What. Father. Mother. Son. Oh, that's a funny one. Son. Here. Come. Could. Oh, again, a tricky set of letters to say the O sound. Could. Should. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Through. And last of all, any. Those words should be able to be read quite quickly. Let's have a go this time. I'll give you a pause and you can say the word in my gap. Here we go. Buy. Bought. Do. Some. To. Of. Said. You. Bought. Some. What. Father. Mother. Son. Here. Come. Could. Should. Through. Any. Now it's time, boys and girls, to read through the story. So we're going to read Sorry about that, just found my bearings again. Okay, so we're going to read through the story now. I hope you're excited, I am. I'm going to do it in partner turn. So I'm going to be partner 1 and I'm going to read this page to you. On the next page, I will point at the words as you read them to me, and then we'll repeat the way through. At the end, I'll read the whole story to you, and that way you will hear the fluency that we build and know how to use your storytelling voice as best you can. So today's story, Wailing Winnie's car boot sale. Winnie stuck the poster to the wall of her cave with a blob of bat spit. Perfect, she exclaimed, straightening her pointy hat. Car boot sale. Today in the Snail Trail Cave. Lots of bargains. Let's turn the page. Partner 2. It's now your turn. I will point as you read. My turn. All Winnie's mates came to the car boot sale and everything was sold. I'll take the cash straight to the Banshee Bank, said Winnie's husband, Phantom Phil. Have you seen my trainers? Trainers? Winnie gulped. Winnie, you pea-brain, you sold my best trainers, Phil complained, swishing round the cave in a rage. Now it's your turn again. I am looking forward to you reading. Well done. If it takes you longer to read the story than it does as I'm pointing, then just pause the video until you are done. My turn to read to you. Next, she visited Sam the Spook's attic. Ghostly fingers trailed past Winnie's face. Wait! Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the car boot sale? She wailed. I'm afraid not, hooted Sam. I bought the chains. I'm doing them up for Halloween. He faded away. Your turn again. Let's make sure we've got all the text on the screen. Off we go. If you're not finished yet, pause until you have. My turn. Smelly Nellie was sitting on a pile of rubbish in the rain. Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the boot sale? Wailed Winnie. Yes, I've turned them into sparkly sandals for my holiday in Spain, explained Nellie, demonstrating with her magic wand. Winnie felt faint. Well, you'd better turn them back again. Nellie waved a pair of dusty lace-up boots in Winnie's face. Will these do instead? She grinned. I'm having a boot sale of my own, and I'm selling these boots. A bargain at £500. That's a massive amount of money. Oh my gosh. Okay, having read the story through one direction with me reading the odd pages, we're now going to repeat that, but this time you're going to read the odd pages and I'm going to read the even pages. This way, you will get a chance to practice reading the words you haven't had chance to yet. Off you go with the title. Well done. If you haven't had a chance to finish, just pause now. Now it's my turn to read the even page to you. Winnie peered into the boot of her witchmobile, ticking things off on her long fingernails. A book of out-of-date spells, a bit stained. A set of second-hand chains. A crate containing old toenail clippings. 6 cans of snail slime, a rat's tail. Oh yes, and a pair of smelly old trainers. Your turn to carry on. And pause if you've not finished. Well done. Did you manage to use great storytelling voices when Winnie and Phil were upset with each other? Turning over the page, my turn to read page 12. Let's make sure it's all in shot. I'll try and get them back, wailed Winnie, revving up her broomstick. First she paid a visit to Chilly Charlie's coffin. The lid creaked open and Charlie's pale face poked out. Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the boot sale? Wailed Winnie. I'm afraid not, complained Charlie. I bought the book of out-of-date spells and I paid £2.50 for it. That was £2.50 down the drain. Winnie nailed his lid down again. Your turn. Pause if you need a little more time. Winnie raised the rusty lid of the dustbin. Dustbin Dave crouched in an old paint tin among the marmalade jars and cake crumbs. Is it Dustbin Day? He grunted. No, wailed Winnie. Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the boot sale? Not me, grunted Dave. I bought the toenail clippings. I've always wanted some. He waved and banged down the lid. Now it's your turn again. Pause if you need a little more time to finish. Well done. I'm going to read the full story for you now, practicing my storytelling voice. I'm going to make a Winnie wail, and I'm going to make Phil complain, and I'm going to try to bring the characters to life. Here goes my story reading. Winnie peered. I beg your pardon, I'll start in the right place. Page 9. Page 9. Wailing Winnie's car boot sale. Winnie stuck the poster to the wall of her cave with a blob of bat spit. Perfect, she exclaimed, straightening her pointy hat. Car boot sale. Today in the Snail Trail Cave. Lots of bargains. Winnie peered into the boot of her witchmobile, ticking things off on her long fingernails. A book of out-of-date spells, a bit stained. A set of second-hand chains. A crate containing old toenail clippings. 6 cans of snail slime. A rat's tail. And a pair of smelly old trainers. All Winnie's mates came to the boot sale, and everything was sold. I'll take the cash straight to the Banshee Bank, said Winnie's husband, Phantom Phil. Have you seen my trainers? Trainers, Winnie gulped. Winnie, you pea-brain, you've sold my best trainers, Phil complained, swishing round the cage. cave in a rage. "I'll try and get them back," wailed Winnie, revving up her broomstick. First she paid a visit to Chilly Charlie's coffin. The lid creaked open, and Charlie's pale face poked out. "Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the boot sale?" wailed Winnie. "I'm afraid not," complained Charlie. "I bought the book of out-of-date spells, and I paid £2.50 for it. That was £2.50 down the drain." Winnie nailed his lid down again. Next she visits Sam the Spook's attic. Ghostly fingers trailed past Winnie's face. "Wait! Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the boot sale?" she wailed. "I'm afraid not," hooted Sam. "I bought the chains. I'm doing them up for Halloween." He faded away. Winnie raised the dusty lid of the dustbin. Dustbin Dave crouched in an old paint tin among the bag, marmalade jars and cake crumbs. "Is it Dustbin Day?" he grunted. "No," wailed Winnie. "Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the boot sale?" "Not me," grunted Dave. "I bought the toenail clippings. I've always wanted some." He waved and banged down the lid. Smelly Nellie was sitting on a pile of rubbish in the rain. "Did you buy a pair of smelly old trainers at the boot sale?" wailed Winnie. "Yes, I turned them into sparkling sandals for my holiday in Spain," explained Nellie, demonstrating with a magic wand. Winnie felt faint. "Well, you'd better turn them back again." Nellie waved a pair of dusty lace-up boots in Winnie's face. "Will these do instead?" she grinned. "I'm having a boot sale of my own, and I'm selling these boots. A bargain at £500. Well, boys and girls, I don't call £500 a bargain. Not for a pair of boots. That's where our session ends today. You know that we are looking to make your storytelling voice heard more and more. So even though the video's finished, you may well want to reread that story to yourself, to a teddy bear, to the dog, or to mum while she's making tea, or to dad while he's making a cup of tea. Please do keep practicing, because it's with practice that your storytelling voice becomes more heard. Well done, boys and girls. See you next time.